We are here. We're about to get started. Welcome to the edition of the Lady GBE show. Tonight's going to have a great topic tonight. If you saw the flyer, I don't know if people were alarmed when they saw the flyer. How did you feel about the flyer when I put it out today? How did you feel?
Well, you know when you sent it to me and then you asked me.
I said, how do you feel about the flyer? I just wanted to make sure we were good, you know.
So of course.
I told you I was going to put booty on the flyer.
But of course, I'm telling you that when I opened up the flyer, no, seriously, my mouth dropped because.
Why your mouth dropped?
Well. Listen, I'm trying to help you because I told you. I said, what did I say? I said it looks like it's. Oh God.
Well, Catrice said she thought it was tasteless, but that's before she knew what the angle was. Once she found out what the angle was, she said, "Oh, okay, cool." She said, "You might want to talk to your co-host about that." She said, "You might want to talk to your co-host about that flyer." Hey, Katrina on here. She ready to rock and roll. You know, Katrina was rolling with us on our days at Raymond.
Yeah.
Remember, she was in Florida for a little while.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she back at home. She's still rocking with us. So yeah. So yeah, we in this thing. So yeah, when I sent the flyer to y'all, I said, well, I sent it to you, then I sent it to Catrice. I said, and I wanted to see what y'all thought about it. Catrice said, well, I think it's tasteless. You know, I understood what she was saying, you know, because, you know, it was butt on the deal. But then when I explained to her what the concept was tonight and the angle that we were going to
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing right there. You shouldn't have had to explain.
No. Yes, I should have, because I just had booty on the flyer.
No, what I'm telling you is that if you want to for people to understand,
I told you that last week. I didn't want them to understand. I didn't want them to understand. I wanted them to say, "Boy, got booty and people twerking. What they gonna be talking about tonight?"
See, but people not that intelligent, and I
think they're very intelligent. Here's the deal. Here's what's the catch: an asset versus an ass set. And I had two women look like business women on one side, and I had two chicks that was just, you know, three.
But okay, so check.
So I think that's a clear understanding.
So again, when I told you I did that poll, right?
Right.
Okay, with my coworkers.
Yes, you did.
So the first thing that came out, bam, was them seeing these two women with their booty cheeks
and that's exactly what I wanted to see.
They did not even focus on.
And you know what? And that right there is the reason why we're talking about it. Because they saw booty. Even women saw booty. They didn't even focus on the women in the clothes. And that's what we came to talk about tonight. Thank you. Thank you to your colleagues for the response that I was looking for. They didn't even notice the women that was in the business clothes.
No,
they just noticed the booty. And that is the reason why we're on here tonight. Lady G, girl, if you don't give me 5, I swear I'm going to go.
I'm not. I'm not.
And that's our style, and that's how I know we back. Because you're not going to because you don't give credit.
I surely don't. I know because
you are worse than Wells Fargo.
And you worse than Bank of America.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's bad.
There you go.
They only good for getting you on insufficient funds and all them fees. That's the only thing they good for. How can we get these clowns on more fees? All right. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We have a great show tonight. The topic is called an asset versus an ass set in a relationship. That's going to be one topic we want to cover. And then also, we want to talk about the perception of women, because you have some women out there that believe thighs and booty is what's going to get them a good man, a 6 to 9 figure salary, fame, stardom, generational wealth, all off the booty. And you sent me an article that I want to talk about tonight.
Okay.
Sarah Bartman.
Yeah.
If anybody don't know anything about history and slavery and the first African slaves and who Sarah Bartman is, I want to cover Sarah Bartman.
Yeah.
We want to touch upon human trafficking, sex trafficking, and how all this twerking and all this booty everywhere on social media can play a role in sex trafficking. And then most importantly, I want to talk about our young little girls and our young women who's little, middle school, elementary, who's watching women do these things and hyper and overly sexually present themselves or display themselves. And then we have the Me Too movement saying women are being violated, sexually assaulted, and they're not getting their fair equality in the workplace. But yet, how can you, when you got shows like The Bachelorette, and everybody's twerking and showing booty, they pulling clothes out the dryer, showing ass. Excuse my mom. But showing ass sex. They clean, they mopping the floor, showing ass sex.
So check this out.
Before we go, let me frame the lesson so people don't get the wrong idea.
Go ahead on.
The flyer was just for wow factor. The real thing that I want to touch my heart and I want to talk about this particular topic tonight is because I've been teaching, God bless, 26 years. And I plan on keep going until he called me to my next venture. And over the years, having taught your daughters during my career, who's now adults, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to see from 1998 what a little fourth and fifth grade little girl looks like and how they conduct themselves and how they are going through life, going from a little girl to a woman. And now I'm comparing that to what it looks like in 2024 when a little girl comes to an elementary school and she's learning how to be a young lady onto a teenage, onto a young woman. And I am here to tell you from a man's perspective, from an educator's perspective, from a Christian's perspective, it is starkly different. And a lot of it has to be an exposure and over the sexual presentation of a woman now is totally different from what it was when your children was in my classroom and the children before that, starting when I started working with children in 1998. Right. And I think it's sad for me to watch a third grader and a fourth and fifth grader walk down the halls sounding like they 27 and body, they wearing all this different stuff and they acting the mannerisms. It's sickening. It's sickening. So that prompted me to talk about this.
So check this out. And ladies, y'all gonna probably feel exactly what I'm getting ready to tell him. I don't like the approach that you're taking toward it. And I told you.
Why are you leaning all over?
Because even in your tone, it's like you are literally.
I'm frustrated. Yeah.
Well, you're frustrated, but again, like we was talking about last night, I told you, I said that. Yes, you see all of this happening on the internet, and sometimes it goes viral to where it breaks the internet. Now, check this out. Where do you think all of that came from?
It came from men, okay?
Okay.
Men using women as objects. And many times, I'm not even going to say women were willing participants a long time ago. I'm going to say women were many times forced into roles, subservient roles, right? Even going back to the early family. Your job is to take care of the children and cook, or make sure the house is good. My job is to make sure I take care of everything else. And when I come home, I want a hot meal and I want some hot sex. Everything has to be hot. I want hot meal, hot sex. And matter of fact, I don't want hot sex from a regular looking woman. Even if you're not going nowhere, I want you dressed. I want lipstick on. I want hair. Like what's the lady? Leave It to Beaver. Ward Cleaver. I forgot the mother's name. Mm-hmm. This woman was in full dress, hair pulled back, makeup and everything, and all she did was stay home and cook and make lunch for B.
And she was loved by many, wasn't she? She was loved by her whole family and her husband.
What I'm saying is the standard was, the standard was be beautiful and be valuable in the home, and that's it. What did James tell? I always laugh about this line.
You so silly. I know you.
Y'all, hey, if y'all know Good Times, you know that famous line from James Evans when she told Florida, the kitchen and the bedroom floor. James, don't you say it. James, don't you say it. The kitchen in the bedroom, Florida. The kitchen in the bedroom, and that was the role.
I literally
of the woman.
want to go through that TV and slap him.
And she begged him, "Don't you say it, James?"
Yeah.
Katrina said, "Hey, Lady G."
Hey.
That's right. It was June Cleaver. The kitchen in the bedroom. Now women are no longer in the bedroom and in the kitchen. Women are in society. Women are making money. Women are career women. They're educated. They're intelligent. They have skills.
Yeah.
They can compete in the global society in finance and economics. Okay. But they still, many women are underpaid when you compare it to a man, right?
Yeah.
And they're not seen to be as leaders. They seem to be great, like that sub-level colleague who can make sure the machine runs well, but they're not good to represent the brand, not over a man, right?
Okay.
So women are fighting for equality in the boardrooms, in the conference rooms, in society, in their careers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get the Me Too movement, who feel like women are they quit quid pro quo. Then you got to give me something if you want this position. You got to give me some sex. You got to have an affair with me and all this stuff. So women are being sexually assaulted and sexually kind of lured in if they want to move up in career. And all this stuff. Then you get shows like The Bachelorette, where you got 25 women going crazy over one dude, and everybody willing to tongue him down until he can choose a wife. And that is not how you choose a wife. But the world says this is how you choose a wife. Slob everybody down. And all you want is stand in line and be subjected to whatever a man say he wants out of you. And if you're not the one, slide over. Let me kiss you and see if you got the magic tongue. And women are gawking. This show's been on for over 20-something years. And then women say they want to be respected, right? Mm. And they this man got to make this and they got to make that. You got to better take care of me. You gotta if I got kids, you got to better take care of my kids like it's your own.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
And then you got that group of women and all they show is booty and thighs. And that's all they have to offer.
Well, I mean, that's what the internet, that's what the internet and social media is saying. This is what they're saying. It's the new norm. It's the new norm.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with a question. I'm about to interview you. It says Katrina's on. I'm gonna interview Katrina. And when if other women chime in, we're gonna interview them too. Here's my first question for you two.
Oh Lord.
Katrina, you too. Excuse me. Do y'all feel women are pressured to be in today's time, 2024, do you feel like women are pressured to be in sexual beings in 2024? Where there's opportunity for career and economic, or do you feel women are pressured to be sexual beings, to put themselves on display as being fine and sexy and pretty hair? I woke up like this and all that stuff.
I think that just like on the job or just like in a classroom or in a school period, there is pressure.
Okay.
Whether you at church, it's pressure to be your best.
Okay.
You understand? So it's no difference with social media.
Okay.
Yes, it's pressure to.
Well, not even just social media, just in society.
And the thing is that it's competition.
Okay.
It's competition. Women are constantly in competition with one another to look their best to see if I can get Billy or whomever.
Okay, Katrina says in a way, it's pressure. It's like I get it. I get it. I do. I mean, I think we're gonna be talking about women tonight, but the next time we talk about men, and when we drop the ball, some of the pressures that we fall. So the men, we're gonna jump on them too. But I think it's somewhat sad if you ask me, and I'm trying to see this thing from more than just my perspective as a man who's heterosexual, who's married to a woman, and my wife is beautiful, So I'm trying to look at this thing holistically, not just from me who likes what he likes to see, and I have a wife that that I'm attracted to and things of that nature. I'm trying to see it from, what about these little girls how they gonna grow up? How they supposed to act like a lady when nobody's really been a real example? Now, let me say this, and here's what I wanna say. All women are not like this. All women don't believe in showing their bodies and the best part of them is their thighs and booty. That's not all women. But I think what happened because of social media, it may not be millions of women like this, but it's enough women that presents themselves on social media that is visible to enough little girls to change a trend in a tradition. And I think that's the problem. I think if we didn't have social media, a lot of little girls wouldn't be subjected to all this sexual display that's in front of them.
So the flyer, the flyer that you put out, right? The young ladies that was on the right hand side looked like that they had on business attire.
Correct.
And they looked at very, very professional
right.
and nice.
Mm-hmm.
And even you can say attractive.
Right.
They was up to.
There's nothing wrong with being attractive.
Okay.
I'm not even against.
But guess what? Take your third, fourth graders,
fifth.
your fifth graders. They're not going to look at that.
I know, and that's my. We're gonna read what Trinity has.
Okay. They're not going to look at that. And, even though it is attractive, it's nice looking, it's appealing. I mean, it looked like you got money. It looked like you were successful. It looked like you, status, all of that. But the young ladies are not looking at that.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. What has happened to this society to where now the big thing is booty, thighs, small waist, breast implants, thick lips. They used to talk about us and laugh about us, about our lips. They say we're more like monkeys.
Can I tell you what happened? Can I tell you what happened? Y'all happened.
We've been happening though, Gail.
I'm saying, men.
We've been happening.
I'm telling you now what's going on now, even more.
David was a freak.
Look.
Solomon was a freak. They had all kind of women. David was a freak.
What? Back then, even when you go back to the to Abraham days, when Abraham decided to sleep with his handmaid.
Abraham went for Hagar.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it was competition.
The hoe has been in us a very long time.
Okay, but now that it's not.
The hoe is still in us.
Now that it's not 96 BC, it's 2024, and it has aggressed even more.
You want to know why? I want to read Katrina's comments. You want to know why? Because Satan doesn't need to change what has been working since 96 BC. We love the flesh then, now, and forevermore.
So how you gonna change?
So you don't have to change that.
So how you gonna change? How are you going to change these young ladies even more so now, 2024 to go into 2030 with them twerking? You haven't seen anything yet. So we can sit up here and we can talk all day long about how they are revealing their bust and they behinds and they twerking. They doing this and they doing that. But guess what? These young ladies are saying, okay, well, if what's her name? One of the Kardashians can pull Kanye West. Beyonce's with Jay-Z, Cardi B with, with this person, that person. They looking at that. Okay, so if they walk around and they half naked and they can pull this millionaire and make him my husband, that's what you're saying.
I know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you can pull. But my deal is, it's the sexual. It's like the hyper sexualized images that little girls are getting. They're not getting the values and morals anymore.
No, they're not. They're not.
That's the thing I'm talking about.
It's all out the window.
But let's read what
let's
read what Katrina has right quick. Katrina says women think they know what men want because of the attention they get, but they fail to realize that they are not always being chosen as a wife. Amen. Adair says a lot of women have internalized what society has deemed as the norm, just as some men have. It used to be some shoes were labeled as hooker shoes or stripper shoes, but now these are the norms of desired appearance.
Yeah.
It says, I know that doesn't include all women, but more of the younger generation. Yes. First, that says, first, every man is different, just as every woman is different. The problem is, instead of having standards or casting a line, we have no standards and cast out a net and take in everything. And I agree. The one thing that I want to continue to say throughout this whole show is the fact that we're not talking about everybody. We're not talking about all women, right? But I am talking about there's enough of this mess that is now the norm to where it is destroying young people. And because I work with children, I have to stand on the platform and say, many of the problems that you and I encounter in the classroom and in the school, in the hallways, is not because they're just terrible children. It's because they have been ruined by adults. Now, not just bad parenting, because there are parents doing an excellent job in trying and praying every night on their knees, rubbing oil on their children's head at night, and just praying that whatever their children got in them that's not of God will leave. They kind of pray it out, do all things they possibly can. But it's not just bad parenting, because it may be some good parenting. But what society has done to these children and continue to do, what we continue to put in their face, there is no line anymore. And I put on the flyer, where is the line? There is no line anymore. We adults are destroying children. I look at my grandson. He is so innocent. He's so polite. He said, thank you for everything. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I keep saying, Lord, I just pray that this world don't corrupt him so to where he lose all those morals. Because what society does to children, they strip them of everything that is good. And they reprogram them to all the trash and good parenting, church, all this stuff has to fight tooth and nail to stick to the soul and the character of a child, because we are robbing them of all the good in them, and we are reprogrammed with this damn trash. And that's the reason why I want to talk about this today.
Okay, so I think this is what I believe, because I have seen it with my own eyes. I didn't have to do any research on this particular thing. That, when they used to say back then, how it takes a village to raise one child. Remember, they used to say stuff like that. Now, I do believe that, say, for instance, your grandson and my grandson, right? We want to see the best for them. Right? So in order for that to happen, and for them not to be pulled into what is the new norm now, right? We have to have multiple people who are with us to help raise our children. And wait a minute, and this village cannot consist of them being a part of the new norm.
The village people are leaving, either through death or through selfishness. For the people that would have been a part of the village, selfishness has pulled people away. People no longer worry about taking care of their family and then pulling in that kid that's going away, or that family. The world is. Let me tell you something. And we're gonna get to some more comments. Satan is very tactical.
But we know this. Everybody know this.
I know. But let's break it down.
Okay.
Right. We talk about the village. The reason why the village people are dwindling is because other things are pulling people away from wanting to be a part of the village. Selfishness, envy is at an all-time high, if you ask me. The brotherhood, but for the common man, that is going out by the wayside. Hell, you getting less canned goods for Christmas. You getting less people donating sweaters and water. Hell, even the donations dropping down. People used to bring some canned goods. At least they did bring some sweet peas and a can of beets. They're not even bringing that anymore. Now I'm gonna keep my beets.
Y'all know I normally don't agree with him, but he right about this. You don't want to bring a gift, but want to come and eat.
They want to come eat. They want. It's a take society. Yeah. It's not a share society anymore.
It is.
Hell, I got a neighbor across the street that's been looking at my face for 2 years. I tried talking to the little young dude. He won't say a word. I don't know if there's a language barrier. I don't know if there's an ethnicity thing with him. But and I said, I know the neighbor to the left of him. I know the neighbor to the right of him. I know my neighbors next door.
Yeah,
The neighbor next door to him. Neighbor next door. Everybody on the street wave and say hi, except for two particular people on this street. I don't know what the deal is. But you know, that's just how people
They
are.
don't want to be a part of the clique.
They don't want
to be a part of it.
And Lawrence ATN don't click up nobody. I speak to my boys next door and across the street, and I say, "What's up, y'all?"
But how do they know that though? How do they know that? See, how do they know that? Because they see you speaking to this person.
No. Everybody get a chance.
Okay.
When they first moved in, I tried to be the
Okay, but
hey, welcome in, man. Hey, man, da. But when you show, I'm quiet. I'm to myself.
Listen,
That's no
Linda.
excuse. So
Listen, Linda.
I'm just
y'all see how he acts. I'm trying my best.
I'm just trying to establish the fact that the villages no longer exist.
Listen.
That's all.
Listen, because I know people who are like that, who are literally like that. They don't want to be affiliated with nobody in the neighborhood.
Until something bad happened to me out in the street. Hey, how you doing, man? So after 5 years, you want to introduce yourself.
So listen. Yes, they want you to look out for their house, but they don't want to be a part of the clique. The clique that they see in their head and their mind and they think that they see. I don't want to be a part of that.
Well,
you understand what I'm saying? And it could be, it's a good thing that you know your neighbors and that you can conversate with them because they're the ones that's going to literally look out for you and look out, have your back if something ever happens.
Yeah, but it's all good. But young,
okay, so let's go back.
It may be a language barrier.
Okay.
But I know his mom and daddy speak English when they came from out of town. We had a good conversation.
What are you talking about them folks over there?
Okay, anyway, let's go back to the village.
Okay.
Let's go back to the village.
That's what we're going to.
Okay.
Let me go back to the
Let's talk about booty.
Let me go back to the village.
Let's talk about booty.
The reason.
Comments.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting ready to read all these comments because we see that y'all have a lot of comments. Okay, so why did I say what I said about the young people over here that's never speaking to you guys? It's the same way. If you want your grandson to be raised right, you're going to have to keep him away from certain individuals.
You're right.
From certain things that's happening in this generation.
And therein lies the problem. I think society, and with technology and AI, and with COVID kicking in, it has taught people how to be endangered species, to stay in hiding, to not have to work with the common man. We don't know how to conversate without getting into it. We don't have any communication skills with each other anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can try to keep my grandson away, but eventually I'm not going to be able to control his environment because the environment is not the same when Adair, Katrina, Tay, Walker that's on here now. When we all were children, our environment didn't stop with our neighborhood and wherever our parents took us or the school. Now our children's environment starts at the edge of the earth. They can be talking to somebody in Russia, Norway, Germany, China.
Why? Because of social media.
Because of technology.
Yeah.
So now, how do we safeguard our children when they have the ability to talk to the local pedophile while they're playing 2K or John Madden on PlayStation?
This is how.
They can't play Fortnite without a predator getting into the doggone line.
This is how. How did your dad and your mom raise you?
Yeah, but they didn't have to worry about us getting online. That was nothing.
No, I'm just saying. But you made a way to talk to your friends. You see what I'm saying?
I know, but listen, it's not the same. It's not the same dynamic. The dynamic is more dangerous now.
I believe it is.
They also wasn't snatching children.
I believe it is.
Nobody we know went to school, got snatched up and pulled in a van and sold to somebody in Afghanistan. Children are being snatched up. Children are being snatched up. The biggest thing in Katrina, Adair, and everybody that's listening, if y'all of our age, I know y'all remember this, and I know you do too. The closest thing that we heard to something horrific happening to children happened in Atlanta when all them kids was coming up missing. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? That's the only thing that scared us way over here in Texas. That they're doing something to children. And then we find out what some black people are doing. If I remember correctly, y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Black people.
Let me read some of these comments.
Go ahead on.
Adair says part of the problem are parents who want to be a friend first instead of parent first. I agree. Satan is winning because people want to act like God don't matter and Satan don't exist. I agree, which is the best trick he perpetrated and continue to do so, in my opinion. He has stolen our desire to be a community, a friend, a family, even a friend. Katrina says, I think the village left with grandma. There was a time when the neighbor could go get on you or guide you, yes. But these days, you can almost go to jail or get
unalive
for saying something to someone's kids. Yes, and Adair says, don't forget, with the phone providers, you can't control the kids' phone access after they turn 13. Wow, that I didn't know.
No, I didn't know neither.
I didn't know, sir.
That's new information.
That I did not know, man. Wow, that's big, dude. That's big. That's big. So let's
wow.
Let's advance. I got another question. I want to talk about globally.
I understand. Let's go. Wait a minute. While you getting your thoughts together.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Adair said, I didn't know that either. Katrina said, I didn't know that neither. So we're getting some good information on tonight. Don't forget, with the phone providers, you can't control the kids' phone access after they turn 13. Who said so? The providers. But what did Mama and Daddy say? That right there.
Well, but it goes back to this other point.
So now you have providers who are literally raising your kids and saying, Mama and Daddy, you cannot control them. We can.
But check it out. It goes back to what he was saying, bad parenting. And then also what you and I experience now. Let's be honest. Okay, I'm just going to go out there and say it. I don't want to spend a lot of time on education and all this stuff. Because
okay, let's go.
Like I said, it makes a point real quick. There's some children that should have their ADHD medicine in the morning.
Oh,
right?
What?
So they don't drive the teachers crazy so they can actually learn. And you don't hear a lot of exorcists and the omen screaming, and you have to call, while you calling the behavior specialist, you hear the screaming, you probably need to call that local priest with some oil, go in that room and start dousing. Hold it all like you put lighter
y'all, let me tell y'all one thing. This man just hit. It's like he took a what you call that thing and hit a steak knife and went straight through my heart after what he just said. Just today, I wanted to leave because them kids was just acting like so possessive and like demon possessed. And I'm like, what the hell is, excuse me, friend, what the hell is going on? Like you said, where's the priest? Where's the preachers? Doggy, where's the parents?
Forget the behavior specialist. Where's the holy oil? Like for real.
You got holy oil?
And I'm not even joking.
You got holy oil?
I don't, but I have some oil. I have some of that I have some of that antibacterial. That's gonna have to work.
We're gonna have to invest in that out.
Say, hey, get some of the hand sanitizer.
Seriously, you playing, but we're gonna have to invest in some oil.
I think anything will be oil if you pray over. So I'm gonna start praying over some hand sanitizer. And then somebody, hey, you need some sanitizer?
God ain't using no hand sanitizer. You better go and get you some olive oil.
If you turn water into wine, you don't know what you can do with hand sanitizer.
Stop.
That's alcohol in it.
Stop.
Boom.
Stop.
New revelation, 2024. Hand sanitizer have alcohol in it. So if you turn water into wine, he can turn hand sanitizer into
y'all don't listen to him. Go get
I'm going to try it tomorrow. I'm going to try it tomorrow. I'm going to pray with my oil. And
let me know if it works.
Everybody get some hand sanitizer, clean your hand on no germ. And I'm going to see if they act better, holy sanitizer.
Keep playing, because if it worked tomorrow, I just bought me a bottle.
I'm going to put it on Amazon. Holy sanitizer, $19.99. You can get it on Lawrence AT&T, the author website.
He's so silly.
If you buy 2 sanitizers, you get a free book. Boom.
You so
all right. Now
let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. I want to talk about. I was kind of curious about how twerking and stuff like that, how other countries handle all this stuff. And I didn't find a lot of information because I was kind of rushing. But I did find something that was kind of interesting. It was a testimony from somebody from Russia.
Okay.
And she said, let me go back to that. I just lost a little deal. She said in Russia, they kind of course, Russia don't play around that much. I wouldn't go and do anything in Russia, like to get any.
You just didn't go back. Why you just didn't go back?
Man, don't do this in front of everybody.
Okay.
This is what we used to do. It's a new us. God done bless us to get back together, and then here you go being messy again.
Okay, there we go.
All right. It says, in my native Russia, twerking in public is not a laughing matter. This year has seen a number of what can only be described as twerk scandals, in which girls dancing in public were met with public shaming, moralizing outcries, and even court sentences.
Okay.
It says the first scandal happened in April, involved a video filmed at a school concert. It says a dance troupe dressed as bumblebees performed the twerk dance loosely and was given jail time. I remember this.
That's in Russia?
Right here. That was in Russia. And I found a few more articles where they were talking about how they do not play that. You're not going to be out in public, all on tables, twerking, and everybody going, and hitting people booty. You're not doing that out in the public in other countries. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. Simple.
But that's the reason
why. But why here in America?
Because they call us the land of what?
The free, huh?
That's the reason why you have so many people coming over here, because you are able to get on top of a table and twerk and show you all your
assets.
That's why.
Oh, but Trina, hold on, because I got a question for you and Lady G. Let me read what Trina said. They took prayer out of the school, and a lot changed after that. Yes, ma'am. They said, no, if mom and daddy refuse to take things away and teach them consequences, which you have to start early. You can't wait till the kids or teenagers to put your foot down. It's too late.
Yeah.
They look at you like a classmate.
That's right.
Authority.
That's right. I totally agree.
They will cut your face up. They will cut your face up. Beat and unalienable people.
Okay.
I want to ask y'all something. I want to ask y'all this question right quick.
Okay.
Does overly sexual display in this country work against the Me Too movement?
Read it again.
Does overly sexual display by some women, by many women, work against the Me Too movement and the move for equality in career in the workplace? Does it work against it? Is that the for let's say to take what's the stuff with George Floyd, the move that group Black Lives Matter? Okay. You know how black on black crime works against Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
Does all this booty showing and shaking and twerking and all this gyrating and all this stuff in public and on social media, does that work against the Me Too movement and the move for women to have equality in career in the workplace? And even equality in the home, for that matter, for some people. Does that work against that agenda?
Maybe in a setting like what we work at, but in corporate America, no.
So you don't think that women putting on a sexual display and hold on, and being the object of a man's eye and attraction, and he's pulling out his wallet and saying whatever you want, sweetheart, whatever you want, does not affect the equality of a woman being respected for their morals and their values, their abilities and skills and intelligence?
What did I say? I say in corporate America.
I think it affects them.
In corporate America, they are willing to do whatever it is.
No,
yes.
I don't think so.
It might affect some. But see, again, because we work in education system, our mindset might not go
but it's not fair. It's not fair because you have more women in education than you do have men. So that's not fair.
No, I'm just telling you.
Let me tell you what happened to women with bodies in our field. They get called to the principal's office if their clothes too tight.
Yes.
Because you know what, they buy, and you know what, like the girl, I think it was in Atlanta or whatever. Hey man, she dressed professionally, but she could have taken 100 HEB plastic bags together and made an outfit, and that would have looked like a designer outfit the way she was shaped.
Okay.
So she was shaped, wasn't dressing all tacky for the most part, but because she had a shape, women were jealous. So that's a whole different thing in the field of education. If you too cute, you get talked about.
Yeah.
And you can be classy cute. You can be jazzy cute. You can be fashionable cute. Everything you put on is glamorous. And you get talked about in our field because it's women dominated, and you got a lot of jealous hearted women that just can't look certain kind of ways, and then they start hating. So we're not talking about that kind of stuff, all that catty kind of stuff.
No, I'm
talking about how men don't see women as being an equal in the workplace, because the first thing they're gonna see is, let me see what you're working with. So when she go to turn off the lights in the conference room so we can do a doggone deal, or she's doing a presentation with all her projections that she worked 6 months on getting ready, the only thing you can see is, hell, she look good in that damn skirt.
And her cleavage.
Missed the whole damn, excuse me, y'all. Missed the whole damn her presentation. Because you can't get past that, them how she walking them heels. Damn booty in heels. My goodness, I didn't know she was fine like this.
And her dress is tight to where you can actually
or it's not tight. It's just
well, you can actually
fitting the contours.
The thumb.
No. Gail, come on, man. Let's not do that. I'm not here to try to say all women wear that kind of stuff on purpose. There's some women that pick some classy stuff that cost some money, and it's classy, it's fitting nice. There's some people that go to church.
Come on, Adair. Thank you. I need some people to be on.
Adair, I swear my life, before I read this comment, if you go against your boy, I'm driving to Bartlesville, Oklahoma tonight.
Nigga, I don't mean to say nigga, but come on.
I better not read that you're going against your boy. You know Lady G gonna eat me alive. And man, we back in the saddle. Adair, you know the rules, man. Come on, man. What you doing? Let me read this stuff right quick.
Okay, Adair, start from the
Adair said, only in America do we think this is cute. They used to be in the strip clubs and behind closed doors where it belongs. It shouldn't be okay. Adair said, I think it does. Dave Chappelle said it best. If there's a shooting, I look for a police uniform. If there's a fire, I look for a fireman. You may not be a whore, but don't be mad for me thinking you are based on the uniform.
Come on, sir. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to tell him.
Hey, man.
That's what I'm trying to tell him.
Like Adair just dropped the word out of 2 Thessalonians, out of 2 Corinthians.
Because it's like you don't understand. Get out of elementary, get out of education.
Katrina, can you help me? Can you help me, because
I'm trying to tell you that.
Adair done gave this girl done caught the Holy Spirit. You know she played
ammunition.
You know she played music at the church. If she had that dog on piano, she'd be like, no.
What? I have everybody running up in here. We catch the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, you jump up here like you.
That's right.
God,
that's right, because you act like that. You don't understand, sir.
Adair, Katrina helped me, and I know Catrice's listening, but I know she's working. I wish Catrice can chime in too. But here's the deal. There are women in the professional world who don't go to work or know they're going to do a presentation and personally put on their thong. Now, I will say, it's probably a few that put on the thong and knew it was going to show because they got a bunch of freaks that's about, hold on, let me finish. But what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of classy women that work hard to get to where they are. And yes, they may be beautiful, bodacious, sexy, fine, and all of the above, but that day they did not put on those type of clothes to lure a man into them sexually. They want to go look professional. It just happened to be a banging outfit that showed the contour of their body, not super tight, but some women can put on a sanitation outfit and pick up trash on Tuesdays and Fridays and still look banging. And it's not even tight. That's all I'm saying. So just because they look a certain kind of way does not necessarily mean they're dressing like a whore. I'm just saying.
But okay, so Adair
That's all I'm
and Katrina, tell me this. What was the name of that movie, you guys? What was the name of that movie with Vivica Fox? And Gabriel, wait a minute.
My boy's coming back.
Wait a minute.
He said, but Biggie is also correct. My boy that came back. I love you, dog.
This man here don't like losing. Let me tell y'all one thing. That's the reason why he play basketball. Let me tell y'all. What was the name of that movie with Vivica Fox?
Two can play the game.
Two can play that game. And they both was in what? Corporate America, right? Big time.
They were marketing.
Whatever. Every time that you seen them giving a presentation, how did they look?
Well, that's movies, right? But hold on. If you're gonna market anything, the first thing you're gonna do in marketing.
It's reality.
No. Check it out. The first thing you're gonna do in marketing, in advertising. I don't care if you're advertising a Coke can and you're giving a presentation. The first thing you better market is yourself. And you better advertise yourself as the best you.
You contradicting yourself.
No.
Yes,
No.
Come on.
What I'm trying to say is if you're going to advertise a product or you're trying to tell somebody, my advertising agent will be great for your campaign, you can't go out there looking like a booger wolf. You got to go out there looking like we're professional, we're beautiful, and especially if a woman going for it. If a man goes there, he's going to be in a suit, he's going to be to the nines, he's going to have cufflinks, hair's going to be cut, he's going to be shaved, he's not going to go out there looking like Wolfman Jack. What I'm trying to say is whenever you're in marketing and advertising, you're giving a presentation, your best presentation is going to start with how you look.
Check this out.
Tell me if I'm wrong or right,
But you just said it. You say that man is going to be looking his best with his cufflinks on, his Armani tie, and his Steve Harvey suit, or whatever. But check this out. If he's looking like that, sister, you better bring it, and you better show something.
No. Here's why I am in favor of women looking as classy and sexy if they want to, but classy and fashionable. That's cool. I'm in favor of that. My wife's dressing. I love the way she dressed. You know how to put a good outfit. I'm like, it's gonna be a good night. A real good night, right? I like a good look. But this is what I'm saying. There are women in business. They don't dress trashy. Trashy is not just because you're sexy. Just because you're sexy and what you look like, don't mean that was your angle. It could mean the fact that you have curves. And let me tell you something. Y'all are curvy. That estrogen y'all have going through your body is something special. The estrogen that y'all have going through your body that give y'all the curves. The men don't have curves. We have testosterone. We have our little muscles, our little pit. Yeah, they could be muscles, all that stuff. But y'all got estrogen shooting through your body. The estrogen forms the curves on a woman. And estrogen is a beautiful thing on a woman. Because, it forms the curves. And whenever you buy a dress just to hang right, it's going to show some contours. People don't wear them A-line dresses like grandma used to wear, looking like a nightgown everywhere they went. All right? These things are cut at the waist on purpose. It's certain cuts. It's certain cuts to show the curves of a woman. It's okay to show the curves of a woman in your contour. We're not talking about those kind of women. We're talking about the one kind of women that hikes up that dress to show you from the side and the back what's under this dress, and that's all. We're gonna bend over in a grocery store, and we're gonna pull our dress up a little bit. So to expose, and then we're gonna shake the rest of it down. I'm talking about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So what little girls doing now? They going in the store, all I see, we talking about 8, 6, 7 grade. You filming for TikTok. 4 years.
I mean the laugh,
but it's the truth. So again, we're talking about those women who have gotten likes. They're getting social media info. They're getting social media money because the more twerk videos they put on there, they get 96,000, 12,000, 6,000 likes. And the more likes they get, the more people that follow them. They're only following them because they show flesh twice a week.
Okay,
right? So they're getting money. So now it becomes their job. All I got to do is come up with a new outfit and just booty bounce a couple of videos, and I'm making money. And now, guess what? Every other girl gonna try to do. Just like rap, the rap game is flooded because everybody can rap.
Did it freeze? There's something else.
No, we're still good.
Okay.
What we say?
So my coworker, let me tell you what let me read what my coworker said. She said, our natural body is not acceptable anymore. Our natural body. And then another one said, being a stripper is more like the norm nowadays.
Being a stripper?
I think what she mean
Being
by
that mentality.
yeah.
Okay.
It's the new norm.
Read that first one again.
Okay, our natural body is not acceptable anymore. Our natural body.
Katrina, what you think? Dad, what you think? What you think?
I think it's the truth. I think it's the truth. Because our generation, yes, we grew up where there were, like you said, the stockings. Remember we talked about that last night. The stockings where you literally had to wear stockings when you went to church or even work. And even our teachers dressed up and they looked like a teacher back then.
Or what they considered what a teacher should look like.
Exactly. Okay. So now we're in 2024 and our dressing like this would be considered as
a fun Friday?
Yeah, something like that. You understand what I'm saying? But now let me come out and I don't have the best of body. But if I come out and I'm showing a little butt and I'm showing a little curves, I'm more acceptable.
Now, listen what you just said.
No, I'm just saying.
Look what you said.
No, I said
I the best of body.
Right. You know
compared to what people think is.
The Kardashians.
No, that's another thing that make me mad. And that's going to lead us into the next deal.
I'm just telling you.
Kim Kardashian and all them little sisters is not the beginning of booty.
No.
In this country, what they thought was a phenomenon and called a freak was Sarah Baartman.
Yeah.
Now we're about to get into a little history.
Yeah.
Sarah Baartman was an African slave born in 1789, and she died in 1815. So she died a very young lady. She died at 26 years old. But for the 26 years of her life, for the most part, as an adult, she had a big butt. All right. And of course, the Europeans, the colonists, the Anglo-Saxons. Y'all just Google Sarah Baartman, and it's Bart with two A's, Baartman. And they don't have a real depiction of her. There's gonna be some, but her butt was huge, so they say. As European white people, Anglo-Saxons, they have never seen a body built like that. Right? So they literally took her around from place to place like the circus, and she was presented as one of the freaks of nature. So they pretty much took her around like an exhibit, saying, look at this the contour of this African slave, or whatever the terminology they use. I'm pretty sure it's very derogatory. And they were amazed by this woman's buttocks. Matter of fact, it says that
you say a Josephine Baker also.
Yeah, she was objectified as a lot. She left the country after a while. She hated this place. I think Josephine Baker left and went and lived somewhere else. And Katrina said it's about what you said earlier. It's them competing for attention, position. Yeah, and even down to the receptions, they only hire certain receptions.
But then we wonder. But again, we're talking about women who literally put themselves out there twerking. I say he says twerking. I say all day, anything that has anything to do with music and you moving your body to the beat. Okay, like line dancing now. We see a lot of line dancers, ladies. I mean, literally, they turn her all the way down and to where they like literally, if you give them a stick, they will show you what to do with that stick.
That they will.
Or banana.
That they will. I didn't go to the rodeo Friday night. But it didn't stop me from hearing about what Jeremiah had going on when he was playing the piano. Somebody, I guess someone put a booty in his face. And I got different stories. Some people say he licked the booty while he was playing and singing. Yeah. So now you at a rodeo with his children. Yeah, it was our night with 50
Yeah.
Jeremiah, but there's still children there. And guess what you got on the show? And you knew you was coming to an event to where it's going to be families there. And yet, when y'all did the choreograph, the choreographer said, "I want you to bend over while Jeremiah is singing, and he's going to lick your booty."
Oh wow. See?
See, it's